Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We're about an hour away. Government shutdown. What's going on? Who's it going to affect? So come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. What the hell's going on with this world? French fries. Hello, JJ Ball. What memberships? Look at the Whiskey Tango. Always a pleasure. Late night in the East Coast, a little later in the West Coast. Come on in. What the hell's going on? Government shutdown. Who's going to affect? Is going to affect us? Medicare. What's going? Who's to blame? We're going to talk about that. Who's to blame? Democrats, Republicans, is Donald Trump? Or is it just a total disaster, a big, beautiful bill, much, much more, and we're going to cover the homeless. So thank you for being here. Hello, welcome everybody in here. Sherry K's in the house. Everything's on good. Mike, it's always good to see you, Mike. Thank you for everything you do. Hello, Tinfoil Hat. What's going on with Tinfoil Hat tonight? Appreciate you guys being here. Government shutdown. Who's to blame? Democrats, Republicans, both. Big, beautiful bill. Is that to blame? Elon Musk. Who the hell's in charge? Who's going to affect? Who's not going to get paid? Who will get paid later on? It's going to happen. We're about 1 hour away. Also, Trump trying to make peace in war in Gaza. So we got a lot of stuff going on this evening. And right off the bat, Whiskey Tango, never unnoticed. Thank you for the floating heart. Appreciate it 100%. Every contribution goes to the homeless here. Once again, Christine Fowers, also in the house. Go Trump. Trump is the president. He's always in charge. He doesn't care. All he cares about us. So what's going on with the government shutdown? What's going on in Chicago? So a little over an hour ago, this is not peaceful protest in Portland. What's going on with these protests and who's really, who's getting help? And why? I'm going to explain to you a lot of stuff on immigration and why they're getting free health insurance like Medicaid and other special benefits and Obamacare. And the homeless people are struggling. Some of you guys are struggling. We're struggling with health insurance and finances. So it's time to stop it. So yes, we're probably going to have a shutdown. I'm going to get into how long it's going to be, what I think, what I predict. And it won't be as bad as you're listening to. You guys know I reach deep down. I get a lot of inside information. And what do I know? We will have a shutdown, but I can tell you this, guys, right off the bat, not to keep you hanging. For those who want to go to bed, because that's what I do, it won't be long. So come on in. Trump's in charge. Listen, guys, this world is upside down. People hate Trump. This is all due because of what? The big, beautiful bill and Trump on his cuts. He never said he was cutting Medicare. I quote. So they're making a big deal out of it. I got a little allergy, guys, so bear with me on my voice. I'll welcome everybody in. Dale, what's happening, Dale? Appreciate coming in tonight on this Tuesday. Absolutely, guys, be free to interact with each other. All I ask for is disagree, no hate, no direct hate, no threats on Donald Trump, no hate on former President Biden. Disagree, but no direct threats, hate threats like that. Or the moderators have to warn you once, maybe warn you twice. If it's really bad, forget about it. I got Newsmax on. They're going to be covering it live. Fox will be covering all news channels. They're hyping it all up. I'm going to tell everybody, take a deep breath. Military money's going to come in. You're going to have your mail. It's going to affect certain things like air traffic control, as they're probably going to be working for free, but they'll get paid. It's a bad situation on there. Social Security will come in, all that stuff. It might affect some parks, state parks, this, that, whatever. We've had these before. But, Trump is in charge, and Trump means business. First of all, let's get into the protests. So we have Chicago. A little over an hour and a half ago, like I was saying, marching around, blocking streets. It's illegal. You cannot block streets, period. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. In this case, the majority of them is Democrats. And, you blame the governor of Chicago. Blocking the streets is illegal. You will be arrested, detained. Can't have it. Can't have it in Portland. Can't have it in Chicago. Can't have it in Florida. Won't happen in Florida. Can't have it in Vegas. Can't have it in California. We see it over and over and over. I'm sick of it. Can't have it. And it's blamed because of these governors on the left. They continue to encourage people to do these things. I said it last night. You don't like Trump, that's fine. Don't encourage people to protest, right? Violence is no good. We can't have these streets going nuts, and we can't have illegal immigrants in our states, in our city, taking advantage. Drug cartel, murders, rapists, so on and so forth. Cannot have it. Got to stop it. And that's why you have ICE, baby, and National Guards to protect the citizens, to protect ICE, protect you, I, and certainly everybody out on the streets. Okay? So, we're going to get into that and this government shutdown. What's it mean for everybody? You know, it's just crazy out there. Thank you for the donation. It's all about Jesus. It really is all about Jesus. Jesus is in charge. God's in charge. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. We forward that right to the homeless. So all donations on here, 100% go to the homeless, guys. I'm Sal. If you're new, like and subscribe. I'm a little aggravated. I got the Trump hat on. Again, people hate Trump. And whose fault is this government shutdown? It's Democrats. Democrats' fault. Because if there were any kind of administration, they would read the bill and know that the bill is not going to affect majority of people on Medicaid. Medicare has nothing to do with it. It's Medicaid, and it's not right, yes or no, in the chat. We help the homeless. Why are we going to give free benefits, Barbara, to illegal immigrants? Right? They don't go back to their countries and get their benefits and come over here illegal, work hard, and then if something happens, then you get the benefits. We should be helping the homeless, the vets that we help out on the street. Dire straits. They're not receiving Medicare. They're not receiving Medicaid. Some are not. And they're homeless. And they're dying. And they're on the streets. And they don't have shelter. They're on the streets. They have tents. Some of them are fortunate we get them in nonprofits. But the people that are coming here for El Salvador. I spoken today somebody who was, he's legal. He's from Mexico. He was illegal. He came here for the process. He said, it was very hard. I didn't like Trump before. I quote, he says, I like Trump now. Thank you for subscribing, Fernando. He says, me and my family are hard worker. We own a business, construction. We're doing it the right way. We come here through the right way. But the El Salvadorians in Venezuela, and so a lot of them are nice people. But regardless, they need to come here illegal. And that's why we're having this government shutdown. And you're going to hear from other channels, oh, it's Trump's fault. Here we go again. Trump's a disaster. He's ruining America. Hello, Crystal. Welcome in. Shout out to Crystal and Isabel and Aaron, Aaron and Isabel, who are behind the scenes. This is not right. He's not to blame. And it's not going to affect Social Security. It's not going to affect veteran pay. It's going to, what I know, it's going to affect air traffic control. They will get paid. It's sad because this should not happen. But we are probably moments away, if not less than an hour, for a government shutdown. I think it'll be short term. Welcome, everybody. I am Sal. I'm your host tonight. Shout out to the moderators here tonight. A little late again, guys. My job is just working right now. I will be on much earlier tomorrow. I apologize for being late, but hey, what do you want? Late is better than never. Appreciate it. It's going to be short term. They're going to get this all settled pretty quick. You know, even some Democrats agree that it's just simply not true. Chuck Schumer is making up lies again. They never said anything about Medicare. It's about Medicaid and this big, beautiful bill. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, more money for seniors, more money for veterans, so on and so forth. Let me just pause for a second and give a shout out to our loyal moderator and a big supporter on these lives and shorts, Crystal Richmond. Thank you so much for all the donations you did yesterday. You don't have to do that. I know you're saying, I know, Sal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Crystal. Thank you so much. It's just simply not true what you're hearing. You're going to hear it from here. I know it sounds scary, government shutdown. Certain channels are going to make it worse than it is, and that's okay. But I'm telling you, on this channel, it's not as bad as it is. And I'm telling you, it's going to be very short. Matter of fact, I'll go a little farther. I don't see it lasting more than a couple days, if that. And I know the votes have come in, but simply, they can go ahead and vote again. But this is the Democrats who hate Trump, period. Okay? The big, beautiful bill is good. Yes, it's added to the deficit, but Trump ran a campaign, said he never said he was going to add to the deficit. He said, I'm going to make peace. He's ending, 7 wars, maybe 8, and I still believe Ukraine and Russia will end before he's out of president. See, he is doing everything he said with the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. And yes, there is some cuts to Medicaid, and I've talked about this before. If you are on Medicaid, take a deep breath. It's not going to affect you if you're showing that you're trying to work. That's it. That's the truth. Okay? Show that you're trying to work. It's for the people that are here illegal. Illegal! Sorry, guys, but it's not right. That's what this is about. And the Democrats are trying to make it persuade you that it is affecting that us. Maybe your mom, maybe your dad, maybe us. It's not. It's not the case. But they're going to try to run that all about votes for the House and make it like Trump's a big bad guy. He's the evil guy. He's a dictator. He's Hitler and all those bad names. And guess what? It's not true. Trump is saving America. He's saving the world. As Don't Peek, who's not in here, would say, it's always says it's saving the country. And he's doing that. And he's doing it at a fast pace. And yes, I have called him out many times on fumbles, but on a 1 to 10, he's a big 10 right now. And he is saving our ass. And, you know, what do you want him to do? Give in? Give in to the Democrats and say, so what the Democrats want is a delay on this big, beautiful bill, or excuse me, on the government shutdown. They wanted to extend it to November so Trump perhaps can revise the bill. For me, I don't know what he can revise. I don't know what they want. I suppose they want him to just say no cuts on Medicaid. But see, ladies and gentlemen, if he does that, then they can go ahead and continue to help out people that are here illegally. So he can't do it. So it's not that cut and dry. And that's why we have this dilemma. And that's why we're about 45 minutes away from a government shutdown at midnight. I don't know what time it is here now. Let's see. It's 8 o'clock. So we're about an hour away for a government shutdown. It's happened before. I'm going to read some comments real quick. Welcome in. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. We're live every day helping and fighting homelessness. And it don't make sense why I continue to feed the homeless. We continue to help out the homeless, and these people are struggling. And they tell me, some of them tell me, Sal, where's our help? And they don't mean from us, but where's our help? Where's our government help? And I say, I'm sorry, I'm fighting for you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. I seen that. Appreciate you. Hi. Appreciate you. And they tell me, the homeless, the veterans who fought for our life, like Crystal and so many on here. If you're a vet, don't be shy and let us know you're a veteran and fought for this country, you or your family. Those are the people that don't have some family support, and they are not getting government support and relying on people like YouTube, churches, and other people out there that are helping out. They're the ones who should be getting the Medicaid assistance. Those who are eligible for Medicare, they should be getting that. Okay, a lot of them are not even getting their right veteran benefits because they don't have an address. It's so bad, guys. I can get into a little bit more, but I won't. It's so upside down. And here we go again, an hour away from a government shutdown. And let me just pin that out real quick, Crystal. Thank you so much for that. As Crystal was so nice to put that in there. We're not here to just time you out. But when you say repeatedly things we have to have, if you don't have any rules, that's what you're going to have out in Chicago and Portland, in California. If you don't have rules and a president, and just like on the lives and a warning, then what do you have? Chaos. And that's why we have to have these rules on YouTube lives on our channel. So thank you, Crystal. Appreciate you. I'm going to get into some comments real quick. Shout out to loyal subscriber Fabian, who stops in for a little bit, says hello. Hello, Fabian. Always good to see you, my friend. God bless you and your family. Once again, it's Tuesday night, and we are about an hour away from a government shutdown. What's it mean for most people? It's not as bad as you think. It is going to affect people like air traffic control, certain state parks, but it's not going to affect anything on veterans pay or anything like that. We'll be fine. And my prediction and what I'm thinking, it's only going to last a short period of time, if any. I'll let you listen in here. This is Newsmax. They spoke a few minutes ago. I'll turn the camera around. They're discussing this a little bit, so I'll turn the camera around. We'll get back and talk a little bit more. So, listen in.
To enter negotiations until a CR is passed, whereas Democrats are saying they're not going to vote for a CR until they get these negotiations. So it's kind of a staring contest to see who blinks first in this situation.
What does your gut tell you about how long of a shutdown we're in?
How long is the shutdown is the question.
It's impossible to forecast the future, but what does your gut tell you tonight? Hours, days, months? Is it impossible to tell?
As of right now, it seems like it could be a shorter shutdown just because of how many Democrats did flip tonight. 2 weeks ago, John Fetterman was the only Democrat who voted for this GOP CR. Tonight, we also saw Cortez Masto and as well as Angus Keene from Maine also vote for it. So, I think that there is a sense among Democrats that now that there is going to be a shutdown, now that it's real and no longer a hypothetical situation, there's going to be a lot of pressure building. Tonight, we also saw Cortez Masto and as well as
So there you go, guys. I mean, there's a lot of panic, and and we're gonna have the blame game. We see it all the time in government shutdown. Whether it's a Democrat president or a Republican president, in this case Donald Trump, and a lot of panic out there. I'm watching some other YouTube channels, some great channels, but I think for me, there's a lot of hype for really not much, and it all comes down once again. If you're just coming in live, you missed my beginning segment, which was a few minutes ago. A lot of this is because of the big beautiful bill. And as majority Democrats think that it's affecting all people that are that are getting Medicaid. And as far as I'm concerned, Medicare, it was no changes on it. By the way, mom is doing fine. Speaking of Medicare, my mom is fine. She is now in rehab. As those who are praying for my mom, she's in rehab. By the way, I was talking to somebody about Medicare with my mom, and she's fully recovered. And he said, and I asked him this, he says, no, there is no effect on Medicare. Your mom is fine. So, it's just a lot of misinformation, a lot of hype. I'm not saying this is nothing to worry about. It is something. I wouldn't want to be air traffic control and not get paid. Eventually they will. So I will, Crystal. And I told her last night, I told her this morning, and she says, thank you so much for all the caring and helping out my son, which is me, and thank you for all the prayers and keeping her motivated. Even though she don't know a lot of you, she calls you guys the people on that. She calls it Facebook. I said, Mom, it's YouTube. Anyhow, thank you, Crystal. But anyhow, this is what we got. We're about 45, 50 minutes away, and I don't believe this government shutdown is going to last long. You heard them talk about it on Newsmax, and I think it's all going to work out. But the whole Democrats, again, what they want is Trump to consider delay it to November. A lot of times it's not uncommon to delay these things and just kind of sort things out. And I guess what they want is better communication with Trump. So just let her know it's your adopted niece and adopted daughter. Yes. That will probably be good. Yeah, that would kind of get in Mama Rose's head and comprehend that. But she's doing well. She's got a little bit of dementia with all this, Crystal, and making things a little bit more difficult. And when you suffer from these and her situation, cardiac arrest, it's making it more difficult. But I like that. I think I'll tell her that. I'm gonna read some comments real quick, and then we'll talk more about the Chicago protests and Portland protests. I think I seen Cooper in here, so shout out to Cooper earlier. So a subscriber says they need to figure out who they are going to run in 28. Yeah, the Democrats really need. That's a good comment. Thanks for bringing that up. That's a real good comment. Actually, a great comment. If I was a Democrat, they should really figure out on how to organize the right candidate to work on things like benefits for Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. They should be working on things that could be versus tariff tax, no tariff tax. They should be working on a candidate going forward in 28. That's a great comment. They really should be working on that instead of just knocking Trump every time. I think that would be the more logical thing to do. But, politics is dirty. They're stubborn, and they think that this system's going to work, and it's not. For me, it'll backfire on the Democrats moving forward in 2028. And if they want to get reelected and get a Democrat in there, if you're a Democrat, I don't think it's the way to go about these protests in Portland and fighting the shutdown. So I like that. Thanks for bringing that comment up. I got to get some water, guys. Sean, how are you, Sean? AOC versus Vance? Possible. Very well possible, AOC. She's very dangerous. She's good. Let me continue. What do you mean she's good, Sal? She's smart. She's a good talker. She's out there on the internet. Could be AOC. Possible. I will give her this. She's loud, direct. She's quick. She's not sleeping. She's certainly not Biden. She's not Kamala. And she's certainly not Gavin Newsom. I don't support her, but she's very clever. She's got a unique look. And not the looks will get you in, but she could be dangerous. So it could be Vance and AOC in the 2028 election. And that's what the Democrats need to worry about, is getting their party in the right direction. I don't think AOC is the right direction, but I just give you my thoughts on how she could be dangerous, though. So let's listen what I'm saying. Okay. Welcome in, Hector Montes. How are you? Doesn't matter if I have a Democrat. Let's see that comment real quick. Or Republican president, when both have been. You know, this last 100 years. God bless. Good comment. She doesn't have a chance. Crystal. Sal, update with my son, Dwayne. First of all, before I read any more, shout out to Dwayne. God bless Dwayne. He was diagnosed with POTS, and he will be fine. Just another more struggling Americans who do need the help here. Right? So shout out to Dwayne. My prayers are with you, Crystal and Dwayne. Dwayne, if you're listening, and tell Dwayne to be positive, because on this channel, it's good to be positive. And if anybody else is suffering from anything like that, be focused, be positive, because negative, right, Fabian? Negative doesn't do any good. Negative doesn't do any good to your body. Negative is short-term. Positively focusing is long-term, and it helps. So, welcome in, Pat Sant. Appreciate it. Trump, Epstein files. Yeah, Epstein files are very important. They're going to continue. Look, guys, I'm not going to get into Epstein. I'll just tell you this, guys. Unfortunately, prayers with the victims on Epstein files. I talked to an uncle about this. He made a great point. I don't think we're ever going to know the correct answers on that. And it's just going to be one of those, another cover-up. So, with that said, like John F. Kennedy cover-up. Whoa, Kathy Spears now. Shout out to all the memberships celebrating 6 months, all right. 6 months like Crystal, 13 months, and many more. So we have 6 months of membership from Kathy Spears. Kathy, thank you so much. Comes in, says, good evening, all. Appreciate you, Kathy, so much. Appreciate all the members and appreciate all your support to sponsor and make this channel possible with all of your help. So thank you so very much. And for those who are saying hi, hello, and happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. And read Crystal Richmond there on the warning. Just a friendly warning. I'll go ahead and read it real quick. Just a warning, if you are being disrespectful, you will be timed out. Removed from the stream. Be respectful to everyone, including the host and the chat and members. Warning, warning, warning. Nice enough to put that on, because some channels don't put that on there. So I think that was very helpful of our moderator, Crystal Richmond. So thank you so much. So that's all we ask for. So if you're just coming in, Matthew Chang, how are you, Matthew Chang? If you're just coming in, we're talking about several things. We got a government shutdown, about 45 minutes away. We have massive protests in Chicago. We have massive protests in Portland, and all because of ICE, baby. ICE is taking control and trying to get these bad guys and women back to El Salvador, Mexico, all right, Venezuela, or wherever the hell they're from. And stop crime in those cities. Trump cares about Chicago. Trump cares about Portland. But a lot of people take it the wrong way. So, right, Pat? People take it the wrong way, think that Trump's trying to disturb the cities and bankrupt the states. No, he's not trying to bankrupt. Trump's a businessman. He wants the states and cities to do good. You know why? If Chicago does well, and Portland does well, and California does well, and Vegas does well, well, the whole world does well. So he is trying to fight crime. Now, the words that comes out of Trump's mouth aren't always the words I want to hear. Some of my conservative friends want to hear, or Democrats. I agree. But it has to be done. Has to be done. What's up, shout out from San Jose, California. Matthew Chang. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys who are new, older. Appreciate everybody on this Tuesday night. Thank you for the American flags. I always like the flags, and somebody putting that out there. It's so nice to see in these troubled times. When I say troubled times, these massive protests, and it's just the world is still so screwed up on both sides, and we gotta have more peace. We need to support Donald Trump. We don't need to like Donald Trump if you're a Democrat. I'm not saying to come on board and become a MAGA. So I'm not saying that. But you should support the President of the United States. Like I supported Barack Obama, right? I supported Barack Obama. I didn't vote for him. But when they captured bin Laden, I was like, so that's what we need to do as Americans. Support. Now, the last administration, Biden, he was sleeping. So it was hard to support a president. Excuse me, I had a little cigar in my mouth. When those things happen. So But we have a troubled nation, ladies and gentlemen. It's in troubled times, and we really got to clean it up. And this whole shutdown is all about, once again, who are those who are coming in later in this live, is all about the big beautiful bill, all to do with the health insurance and Medicaid. And the Democrats are making like it's Trump's fault that he's actually taking away health insurance from people's tables and not having Medicaid in an event something would happen. And that's simply not true. All it says in the bill, and I've read the bill 100 times, well, maybe not that many times, but I read it a lot. And all it states in there, in that big beautiful bill, is, I quote, encourage people that are on Medicaid to work a certain hours a week. That's it. It's mainly for the illegals that were taking the Medicaid insurance, right? And there's people like we fight for the homeless and the veterans who are not getting anything. In Italian, we call it un gats, which in Spanish is nada. So some of these homeless people are not getting anything. So that's why Trump is doing it. And that's what this whole thing's about. That's what it's about. Chuck Schumer is just a piece of shit, in my opinion. That's what this is about. It's all about that. It's all about they don't like Trump. Shout out to Lemon J. No notification again. So random. It is so random, Lemon J. Well, we only been on for 26 minutes. Did you just randomly check? What do you want to say about the Muslim? Know what you're talking about there. Thank you, Crystal, for the time out. Once again, if you're just coming in and you enjoy the content, we'll give some warnings out, but read the pinned comment there. A little friendly notice just to warn everybody. I hate to do it, but God loves you. Yeah, God loves us all. Janine, no notifications to Janine. Yeah, what's going on with that? I don't know. You know, I reach out multiple times to YouTube on that, and I get 5 or 6 different answers on YouTube on how their algorithm works. You know, I don't know. I get all different kinds of, you know, why did I get it? Why did my loyal subscribers get it? Why do new people get it? I heard all different kinds of stories. Sorry for that. But I'm glad you're here now, Janine. I know we're late. Appreciate you, Janine. Thank you. Shout out to the moderators. What we got over here? Yeah, a lot of different comments, guys. Be free to interact with each other. You know, if you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. Interact with each other, have some fun. Just be respectful. Disagree. I don't think anybody has a problem disagreeing, but just, you know, read the pin there. Comment. Yeah, I'm not going to get into this, that, whatever on God. That's everybody's choice. But I will tell you this, guys. Depending what you watch, who you listen to, YouTube channels, if they're Democrats, they're going to make it like the world's coming to an end. Oh, the world's coming to an end. Government shutdown. No Social Security. No Medicaid. No Medicare. No lunch for my kids. Falling apart. Shut down. No. Doesn't mean that. Does not mean that. Certain people will be affected. Like air traffic control, state parks will not get paid. They will get paid by a later time. I don't think it's going to last long. I personally think, if any, maybe a day or two. So thank you, Lemon J. Again, I got the news on behind me.
Is keen for Maine also vote for it. So, you know, I think that there is a sense among Democrats.
Government shutdown
there is going
after
to be a
Senate
shutdown
rejects
real and no longer
the measure. All this is because of
situation.
too big beautiful
There's going to be
bill.
a lot of pressure building among their constituents, and they're going to want to flip sooner rather than later. Democrats did have their lunch today that lasted.
Whose fault is it? I'm opening up. I'm telling you who I think's fault. But what do you think? Is it the Democrats' fault on the shutdown? Is it the Republicans' fault? Or is it Donald Trump's fault?
You know,
Whose fault is it? How did we get here? Who's to blame? I'm giving you my opinion. You guys give me your opinion. Democrats, Republicans, what do you think? Whose fault really is it? Mushroom Empire, welcome in the chat. Appreciate that. Trump's fault. Some say Democrats' fault. Gregory says, welcome in, Gregory says Trump's fault. And then we got Democrats' fault. So, you know, we got back and forth on this.
So in that sense, you could very much see how Democrats are being, you know, a little bit stubborn in that sense. But
I think the Democrats are being stubborn. I think they're being stubborn on this particular, Janine says Democrats. I think they're being very stubborn on this, and it's going to, you know, it's affecting, for me, I think it's the Democrats at blame. When I say Democrats, I'm not blaming anybody who's a Democrat on here. I'm blaming the Democrat leaders in Congress, and I believe it's their fault for not getting together with Trump and working together. They just don't want to work, and that's why they lost the election, and that's why they're going to lose the House. And if they don't get their act together and get the right candidate, if somebody said a little while ago, they're not going to be the president in 28. As a matter of fact, if they don't get their shit together real soon, you might not even have a Democrat party. That's my thoughts. So they better get their shit together. So, somebody said Trump calls. Appreciate all the comments on here. Thank you so much. They really do, Crystal. Susan says F Trump. So yeah, it's going to affect air traffic control. They're not going to get paid. They'll get paid, but they won't get paid on time. Lemon J says Democrats are mean spirit and anger balls. As I got a notification from. Okay, so somebody just notified me. Shout out to Aaron behind the scene. Says he believes they're going to settle this by Friday. So he's one of the strong leaders and representatives here in the state of Nevada. So there you go. So I think it's all going to be worked out, if not sooner. They're saying 1 hour away. I think it's, let's see, it's 8:24 West Coast time. So we're a little over 35 minutes away for a government shutdown. And if you're just coming in, what's it mean for you and for me? Oh, here we go. Hold on. We got some here.
New to politics, been here 8 months. This is no way to run the federal government. I think it's grossly.
So this was earlier.
For Chuck Schumer to say, hey, we're going to shut down the government.
You guys want to hear it? This was earlier.
We can't get our way and allow
I'll let you listen for a couple seconds.
to continue to negotiate on a bipartisan basis to actually fund the government the right way. And he's afraid. I think he's afraid that we would actually have passed 12 appropriations bills and gotten a budget across the finish line and then had to admit that Republicans actually govern this country. So instead, it reminds me of my 4-year-old granddaughter when she gets mad, when she kicks the sand and leaves the sandbox and can't have their way. It's ridiculous. The good news is this is a bipartisan CR now. 3 Democrats have voted with us in complete unity. We need 5 more to wake up tomorrow morning and go, this is just stupid. Because I think most normal Americans would look and go, why are you putting the American people through this? 5 Democrats have the power tomorrow to reopen the government. And I hope they're listening, and I hope they have the courage to actually do it. And I want to thank our leadership for doing a great job in making this process get to this point of complete Republican unity for the most part and bringing 3 Democrats along the way. So thank you.
Senator Marino, a couple quick questions.
With Senator Schumer, now that this is shut down, or are you just going to put the bill on the floor and just make them vote it down time and time again? Will you be?
If the
Can you guys hear okay?
Leader Schumer wants to sit down and have a conversation, he knows where I am. We're right here. I see him on the floor. I stand 6 feet away from him. But we are going to give him additional opportunities to vote on this, on keeping it open. Yeah.
Mr. Leader, obviously the whip just mentioned, that you're starting to see cracks in Democrats. Are you having any discussions with members, maybe very quietly, to try to get more Democrats onto your side?
There are some conversations.
Yeah, about
There are
34
Democrats
minutes.
who are
This is a little
very
bit earlier.
unhappy with the situation that they're in. And what we're saying is that we need, as I think was pointed out here, another 5. We need 8 total. It'd be nice to have a lot more than that, but until there's sort of that critical mass of people who don't want to condone the hostage taking that their leadership has endorsed and deployed, where we probably really aren't going to be ready to have a conversation. But hopefully that'll happen. This is unnecessary, avoidable, and just so uncalled for. And so I hope that we can find a path.
Is your goal to continue to hold these votes to try to peel off additional Democrats? Because you got 2 new ones tonight.
Right, and I think there, as I said, there are people there are others out there, I think, who don't want to shut down the government, but are being put in a position by their leadership that ought to make all of them very uncomfortable. So we'll see. I mean, I think that tonight was evidence that there is some movement there. And we'll allow our Democrat colleagues to have additional opportunities to vote on whether or not to keep the government open, or in the case of tomorrow now, probably to open it back up.
I know you said that you're open to working with Democrats on Affordable Care Act subsidies, which do expire at the end of this year and could hurt millions.
All right, here we go, guys. Listen to this.
Counterparts in the House.
Well, that's probably a question for the House. I would rather have you hear directly from him. I think everybody realizes that, and frankly, the Democrats put us in this position. The expiration date was stated by them. This was supposed to be COVID related. These are expanded Obamacare tax credits, and frankly, they're not tax credits really at all. For the most part, they're direct subsidies to insurance companies. So it needs to be reformed. And if there are Democrats out there who will recognize it needs to be reformed and are willing to work with us, I can't take the temperature for the House, but obviously there are a lot of our colleagues in both the House and Senate who recognize that COVID no longer exists. This program, if we did what the Democrats want to do, which is to extend it permanently, is a $365 billion score. So anything that's going to be done is going to have to be done with significant reforms. And but like I said, we are willing to have that conversation.
Leader, of these three Democrats, at least three who voted in favor of the bill tonight, is that a result of some of your conversations? And when you have these conversations with the other side, are you talking to them about trying to help cover some of these subsidies or defray the cost of Obamacare?
There are conversations going on a regular basis with which I'm familiar, and some of which I'm a party to. But we have a number of our colleagues who are being approached by their Democrat colleagues who are interested in getting out of this pickle that their leader has put them in. This is an unfortunate circumstance, and the only real victim here is the American people. This is so unnecessary and uncalled for. So hopefully it'll come to suit.
Well said.
Talks change things from the vote a week and a half ago to the vote today.
I think that there is a recognition that the strategy that the Democrat leadership is employing here is the wrong one, which is, I think, what's changed the vote between then and now. But we'll see where it goes. I mean, we're going to have some more votes, and we'll see where the Democrats come down. I hope we have enough that change their minds that we can get this government open and responsive to the American people.
Doing better, John. Thank you.
We need to keep the government
John,
open.
thank you.
We can talk about whatever else they want to talk about after that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, what happened? Somebody fell. Somebody fell.
We heard
Oh.
the GOP's side of things. Let's play out Chuck Schumer and other Democratic leaders. They spoke around the same time, just a couple hours ago.
There's
A few
Chuck
moments
Schumer.
ago, Republicans once again rejected Democrats' proposals to avoid a shutdown, fix healthcare premiums, and spare Americans the calamity of skyrocketing through the roof healthcare costs.
Chuck Schumer.
Republicans blocked it again, once again. So now 2 times, Republicans have failed to get enough votes to avoid a shutdown. They've got to sit down and negotiate with Democrats to come to a bill that both parties can support. They didn't do that in the past. Their bill, they call it clean, we call it totally partisan.
Interesting.
There was no input from Democrats.
Interesting.
Not a single line in their bill had input from Democrats. They never consulted us. Thune didn't consult me. Johnson didn't consult Hakeem. And the bottom line is that we had a partisan bill. You don't pass partisan bills, CR. When I was majority leader, we passed 13 of these bills, not one shutdown. You want to know why? It's because we negotiated with them. They didn't. And that's why they have failed now twice. Now, why do we care so much?
Is he lying?
about
Yes
the
or no in the
negotiated
chat?
bills? It's not a point of
Is he
pride.
lying? Yes or no?
It's because Americans are hurting with higher costs throughout the country. Some of it's tariffs, some of it's energy costs, some of it's food costs. But one of the main reasons, and the one with the most immediate impact on raising Americans' costs is
God bless you,
skyrocketing
John. Me
costs of
too.
Healthcare, all done by the Republicans. We have now learned that the premiums for those on ACA, 24 million people, it's a huge number, will go up 114%. It's an average, depending on your income and depending on what your costs were, that average families can't afford.
Interesting.
There are going to be millions of American families in the next week in October
Interesting.
sitting down and saying, how are we going to pay these damn bills? What do we have to cut to pay these bills? Or should we cut our health insurance or drop it altogether? It's estimated over 4 million people.
What do you
will.
guys think in the chat?
And why
Crystal,
are those
have a good
costs
night.
going
Thank
up?
you for your
Simply because
donation
the
once again.
Republicans refuse
Sleep well,
to
my
extend
friend.
the
See you
ACA
tomorrow.
credits.
God bless you.
That's all. And you say, well, negotiate it with them. Well, we want to.
God
But
bless,
they've
Crystal.
rejected
Thank
it
you
three
so much.
times in three
Thank
different
you.
bills. And now it's on their backs. And by the way, if you think people don't like it now, there's going to be a crescendo as through the beginning of October, the vast majority of Americans get those bills. And they're going to say, what the heck are we going to do? We need health care, but we can't afford it.
Kevin
The data
says go to
shows
work.
That's one of the
Go
most
to work.
important things to the American people. So we want to sit down and negotiate. But the Republicans can't do it in their partisan way, where they just say it's our way or the highway. We're not doing a thing
Whoa!
to deal with
Did you
the
guys hear that?
destruction that healthcare, their healthcare bills
Amazing.
have cost. Those bills are highly unpopular. In fact, Trump has talked about changing the name from Big Beautiful Bill. He even mentioned it yesterday because he knows how unpopular it is. And they try to divert the subject.
I never heard
change the
that.
subject and make up lies.
I didn't hear
Like
that.
saying, oh, we're for giving health care, this health care money
Absolutely,
to
Lemon
undocumented
J.
immigrants. They know damn well that the law is that no Medicare, Medicaid, or ACA funds can go to undocumented immigrants. But they're so afraid to debate this issue. They have so many right-wingers in their caucus who don't want to do anything that they come up with these lies to divert attention.
Whoa.
Bottom line is, we need to stop these premiums from going up dramatically. We need to do it now, not in October when people get the notices, not in November when they have to decide whether to drop health care or reduce the
Hey,
health care
thank
they
you for
get.
the likes in today's live.
And this
Appreciate
is
it,
not
guys.
a left, right, or center issue. This is of great help. This is to help the American people into one of the things they are most worried about. So we hope they sit down with us and talk. Otherwise, it's the Republicans who will be driving us straight towards a shutdown tonight and at midnight. And the American people will blame them.
Is it Democrats'
For bringing
fault,
the federal
Republicans'
government
fault, or
to
Trump's
a halt.
fault?
Senator Durbin.
Who's at fault? Who's to blame? Who's to blame?
Next job in short order comes down to
Who is
very
to blame
basic
in the shutdown
responsibility.
tonight?
You've got to be able to count to 60. I learned all the skills I needed in the first grade. I've used them in the Senate, and I've come to the conclusion that if you start off with 53 votes, as the Republicans do, they need 7 from our side. What Chuck Schumer
Democrats,
is
of course,
basic.
somebody says.
If they want support,
Somebody
from
says both
Democrats, then
sides
for
at
God's sake,
fault.
sit down and
Both
let's talk it
sides.
over at the table as soon as possible. There are plenty of tables in this Capitol for this purpose. We can do it. The second point I want to make is very brief.
Somebody says Democrats,
Healthcare
100%.
is critical.
Fire. Thank you for the
If you've
membership.
ever had a sick family member
Thank
in
you
your
guys for all the
family and no health
memberships.
Insurance, you'll never forget it. That was my experience and the experience of a lot of people. To say that we look the other way when it comes to cutting health insurance or raising the premiums to a point where families can't afford them is to ignore
Simpsons.
one of the very basics of family solidarity. We believe in doing something for healthcare and doing it right as quickly as possible. It's important now that we do it.
Amen,
It's evidence
Lemon
of
J.
the fact that
Amen.
It's up to us on a bipartisan basis to make a difference. Now we got one problem. The House left. There's no one here to negotiate with in the House of Representatives. I sure hope that changes soon. The sooner they come back.
Carolyn, how are you?
The sooner we can solve this problem.
Thank you, Dick. Senator Murray did a great job as our ranking member of the.
All right, that was Dick Durbin. She, and I will say Patty Murray also just stepping up, but we'll play more of that event out later on in the evening. A live look at Capitol Hill, 11:10 in the nation's capital. The government shutdown just about 49 minutes away. It is imminent. We'll be on the air as.
So there, guys, we are approaching a government
we do have to take a
shutdown.
quick commercial
Welcome
break.
in,
Our coverage
everybody.
continues in a moment.
I'm
More
Sal, your host. Appreciate all the likes,
analysis,
subscribing. Is it Trump's fault? Is Trump to blame? Is it the Democrats? Is it both? Is it Republicans? Oh, everybody to blame. What's going on? Who's it affect? Who's it really going to affect? Who's not going to get Social Security? Who's not going to get Medicare? Look, I'll just say this: Medicare will be just fine. In the event you're emergency, you're going to be just fine. What this is all about, if you're just coming in late, appreciate you being here, is about the big, beautiful bill. I never heard Trump saying he was going to name it something else, but regardless, the Democrats don't like the bill because of why? They state, and I quote, that they are cutting Medicaid all benefits, people who are on Medicaid. Now, on Medicare, there is nothing at all that states that they're going to affect Medicare. There's a difference, Medicare, Medicaid, right? Medicare is for people that are 65 and older, and a lot of people have a rider insurance. Some have a rider as Medicaid. Are you with me? So for those who have a rider as Medicaid, and you're 65 and older, you will be fine. I will say it again. You will be fine. Those who are on Medicaid that are under 65 and no other insurance, you're probably going to be fine as well. What in the bill Trump wants, and the Republicans and some Democrats, is encouraging people to work. I will, John. I already did, John. I already did. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate your prayers and thoughts as mom is in rehab. Thank you so much. If you're just coming in, my mom had a heart attack and is doing better. So thank you for all the prayers. But I state that some people who don't, and this, by the way, this is not going to happen like this year as far as people losing Medicaid. It just states in the bill that people encourage people to work and try to work. In other words, if you're 28 years old and you've been on Medicaid for 2 years and you're able to work and you're low income, stay with me, they want you to try to work. Doesn't mean you're going to lose your Medicaid. If you don't, I'm sure after certain tries, yes, you might lose your benefits. Now, Chuck Schumer says that Trump is blaming the illegals. And, that's what this is all about. There's people that are coming here from other countries that are taking away Medicaid for some people who might need it. They might need it. Homeless, that we help on here. We fight homeless. We fight homeless. If you're new to the channel, I'm Sal, and we fight homelessness. We're out there, and we give 100% of the donations and memberships and forward it to the homeless people. So thank you so much. Now, they're struggling. Some. They're not getting Medicaid. Some aren't getting their Medicare because of a screwed up system. And that's why Elon Musk came in and, we're not going to get into that in Doge. So this is what this bill's about. Why we're having a government shutdown. So for me, it's simply the Democrats at fault. Some. And what they want is to delay it till November. And what they want really is Trump to take out the wording Medicaid. But Chuck Schumer never read the bill. He never read it. He's just lying and lying. And he's full of shit. Okay? Never say anything about Medicare, Medicaid, and I just explained it. I'll probably have to explain it again. And I know a lot of you are going to disagree and say no, but I read the bill many times, and the bill is passed. It went through Congress, the Senate, Trump signed off on it. Whether you like it or not, it's happening. Now, as far as the shutdown, it will affect certain things like air traffic control, state parks, and other people. They will get paid, but not at the time, and that's sad. But I feel that they're going to work this out. You heard them what they just said, and I think this will not last long, if any. Now, we are moments away. Check the time real quick. I think it's 8:42. It's 8:42. So we're about 20 minutes away, and then they're going to come out and say, shut down, and they're going to make it worse than it is, CNN, and they're going to, oh, nobody's going to get their money. No veterans pay. No Social Security's coming in. Nobody's going to be accepted in the hospital. If you have Medicaid, you're going to pass away. Not true. You know that. I know that. Simply not true. So let's hope they do work out this government shutdown. We have a few minutes to go as midnight is approaching in the East Coast. and hopefully they get this all settled. I'm listening to Newsmax because they're covering it right now, and we'll get into that in a little bit. I want to read some comments real quick. Bentley, welcome in. Appreciate you. Exactly. I'll just follow up with that comment. You know, everybody thinks that Trump truly hates illegals. That's not true either. He actually wants them to come over. What are you talking about, Sal? He wants them to come over legally. He wants to generate money, exchange money. He wants all people to get out of these bad environments from other countries. Because the United States of America is the best place to live in the United States and in the world. Yes, I've been to Italy. I've been to Mecca. I've been to a lot of places. The United States is great. He's not saying not to come. He's saying come here legally, fly, not come in illegal like the last committee, and go through a process. Now, that process might be a little too much. I agree. We got to work that out a little bit, make it a little bit more reasonable. I will tell you this. I share my input for farmers, and they like it. I said, for those who've been here illegal for 10 years, and they're working on the farm hard, how about this? How about we take them into Social Security? How about they pay 10% of what they're making and pay into it and make them stay with their families? That's one way to do it. And another way to do it is come over here and fly here, go through a process. You don't need to speak perfect English, in my opinion, but go through a process. Brett, thank you so much. Appreciate that, the gift. And pay a percentage, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, I don't know, and have people come here. But you cannot come here illegal. It's a simple thing. And we cannot support Medicaid, free lunch, free hotels, and free debit cards to people from Venezuela, El Salvador, Mexico, Italy, China, wherever it's from. But the first ones I said are the majority. And that's what this is all about. And Trump is standing up like a leader, not a follower. He's stepping up and saying, no, I'm not going to delay it to November. Why do we do that? He's not going to change it. With that said, that's what this is about, this government shutdown. They're going to tell you it's all this stuff, all that stuff. That's what it's about. I'm going to get some water. Be free to interact with each other. Just be respectful if you could. Thank you very much. Curtis, I laid off that many, many years ago. Thank you. Never touch that stuff. But thank you. Funny. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Don't panic. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype, as Public Enemy would say. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe fake news. Okay? Don't believe other channels making you depressed. Let's not get depressed. Let's not be negative. Just like when we had a pandemic. You put CNN on, the world's coming to an end. People are going to die. You put Fox on, there was hope. President Trump has hope. Last committee with Biden, no hope. This will be fine. And everything I said is accurate. All right, let's continue. I'll read a few more comments here. I'm going to light up a cigar. Thank you for being here on this Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing well. Enjoying your week so far. If you're going through a troubled time, stay focused, stay positive. Believe in prayers. Pray to somebody. And that's what Charlie Kirk was doing. Charlie Kirk was out there motivating people. Motivating. That's what he was doing. Motivating people. Stay positive. Giving his facts, even though I didn't agree with all of them. That's all he was doing, and they took his life. People out there trying to make people feel better, be positive, feel good about themselves, disagree. He would let the mic open, brought his YouTube channel out. And look what they did to him. They assassinated him. Look what they did to Trump. They tried to assassinate him. Every time the left hears people speaking, being positive, they speak negative. How can you be a Democrat? I was one. It's not the same Democrat Party as Bill Clinton years. It's changed. It's radical. It's insane. It's not a party. And some Republicans need to wake up as well. So if you're new to my channel, I'm Sal. Wake up, smell the coffee. The Democrats are full of shit until they can figure out their problem. They need to work on a leader. They need to work on supporting Donald Trump. And if they don't support him, they need to put out a piece of paper. Where's my paper? And write down what they can do better. You don't like tariffs? What can you do better for Americans? Right? How to end the war? You didn't end the war. You started a war. They started a war. Biden, Kamala, the committee. They started Russia, Ukraine. They started the 7 wars. Trump has ended 7 wars. It's probably going to be 8. And they try to crucify him. Don't make sense to me. Does it make sense to you guys? Yes or no? It doesn't make sense of this Democrat, some of these Democrat, majority of the Democrat Party. Welcome in, David. Barack Obama, 2028. He will be your next president. You think so again? Hey, welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. Be free to interact with each other on here. Bentley, Trump, what's up? How are you? Good evening. What do I think about releasing what? The Epstein files? Look, the Epstein files I've covered many, many times. We're never going to hear the whole truth. Okay? That's it. Just like the JFK. It's just some stuff out there. I don't agree. I call Trump out on this. Bubba, how are you? You're never going to hear 100% truth. It's the way the government is. Do I agree? No. Of course not. I appreciate everybody being here. And again, if you're just coming in, U.S. government shutdown is moments away at midnight as the Democrats are blaming the Republicans and Trump. Republicans blaming the Democrats. But who's at fault? It's the Democrats. It's Chuck Schumer because they don't like Trump. And because they don't like what's in the big, beautiful bill. And that's what this is all about. That's it. Until we can come together as America, stop the violence, stop these protests in Chicago and Portland that Trump is trying to clean up the cities and make it safer, it's not going to get any better. It's going to continue. We got to work together. Work together. That's how you run the world, a business. You run it together. You don't like something that a Republican president is doing, you think you're smart to think of other ideas how you can make it better. They don't do that, Democrats. They don't know. All they know about is illegals coming here, getting your Medicaid, shutting down America, shutting down the country, starting this, that, whatever, shutting down socialism, pandemics, and all this other stuff. It's what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen, and it has to stop. Prophet of truth, thank you. Appreciate you. Democrats can't work together. No, it seems like they can't. And the ones who want to work together, you know what happens? They get bullied. So there is I'm going to say there's probably 5 Democrats who want to work, but they can't. They get shut down from their Democrat Party. That's the truth, guys. You had it. You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump, we are not going to see a president so unique like this. So take it in. This is going to be once in a lifetime that he's a blue-collar man, puts his pants on like we do, drops the F word, powerful man. Other countries fear him. He's for all. He's for every one of us. The right way, common sense. He doesn't want to shut down. He wants to keep everything going. Everything going. He wants to stop wars. Peace. He's fighting. I think he would be up 24 hours if he could. He's the first one, he's the last one to go to bed. J.D. Vance, I quote, says, and he's the first one to get up. And he's the oldest one. I mean, you rewind and go back to Biden, he was sleeping. He was sleeping 16 hours a day. It's a shame. So we are witnessing a president, in my opinion, that's very unique, and we're probably not going to have anybody like him again. No, we're not. I don't care if it's Marco Rubio, and I like Marco Rubio. I don't care if it's J.D. Vance. I don't care whoever it is. You're not going to have anybody as powerful, business-oriented, fear, smart, just amazing. Heart. People don't think he has a heart. Did you see him hug Charlie Kirk's wife? Excuse me, I got a brain freeze. Erica Kirk, excuse me. You can almost see, because presidents don't cry, but you can see the love that he had when he hugged that woman. The love for our country. The love for all. And by the way, the love for those from other countries that come here. They're not all bad, but come here through a process and work hard. He wants that. He wants money to be exchanged. He wants everybody to do well in the United States of America with these beautiful flags behind me. So for those who think he hates Mexicans, Venezuela, gays, bullshit. He loves all hardworking, honest Americans that are here. That's what Donald Trump wants. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate the $5 donation. Stephen Miller, Pee Wee Gurman, thank you. And that's it, guys. That's it in a nutshell, what Trump is. Now, I've said this many times. Trump has fumbled the ball. Trump is not perfect. But who the hell is? But I like a man and a president who tries. And that's what we have. I like a leader who tries, who's helping, trying to end all wars. 7 wars he's ended. Going to be 8. And then 9. He tries. I'd rather somebody to drop the F word and call out fake news than somebody wear a pretty suit or dress and are a two-face. Who pretend they like their party, Democrat. Who pretend they like illegals. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't like illegals, the Democrats. Excuse me, allergies. They don't like the illegals at all. All they like is them coming over to hopefully have votes to do it illegally and win an election. That's what they're all about. Now, Bill Clinton was not like that. And that's where the Democrat Party ended, in my opinion. That's where the party ended. And that's what the real reason about this government shutdown. As Trump polls, Trump's not happy. I'm sure he's up as we're speaking. He's not happy. He doesn't want this. He didn't want this to come to this. Trump is for all people, as our loyal moderator subscriber says. Well, that's my opinion. What's going on with Trump? It's pretty much the truth. Trump does not want to destroy. Somebody said something about destroying a health insurance. Simply not true. Trump is not getting paid. Somebody said that's true. He's not getting paid. Somebody says, do you think I should agree with Trump or something like that? You do whatever you want. I'm giving you my thoughts. How many Trump supporters do we have in here anyhow? Who's a real mega in here? Who is a real make America great again in here? Who are you? Where are you? As we're approaching the government shutdown, what time is it? What time is it? Where are we at? We're 3 minutes away. James, we're 3 minutes away from a government shutdown. What do we have here? What do we have here? Bop, beep, boop, beep. Democrats talking nonsense. All lies, and more lies. And instead of getting the right nominee for 2028, nope. Perry is a MAGA. Welcome in, Perry. We are minutes away of a government shutdown. What's it mean for you and me and our families? We'll get into that in a little bit. We'll get into that in a little bit. Nicholas, how are you? Somebody says Mega is shrinking. Is Mega shrinking? Interesting. Mega shrinking? Is there anybody who's MAGA in Canada, and UK, Italy, Germany? Anybody from another country? MAGA? Anybody? Don't be shy. Type it in. Hey, thank you so much for the likes in today's live stream. Thank you, Crystal Richmond, for help sponsoring today's live. If you're new, have a cigar. I'm only kidding. If you're new, like and subscribe, and let us know if you feel comfortable where you're coming in from. We are live every day. We help out the homeless in Las Vegas. 100% of proceeds on here, like memberships, we're able to forward it to the homeless and fight homeless. That's what we do. And by the way, when I help out homeless people, I don't ask them if they're Democrat, I ask if they're Republican, if they're gay, they're straight, they're bi, or I don't even ask them if they're illegal. I'm against it, but I don't let a starving person on the street. And that's what we do on this channel. We feed them. We try to get them into a facility, which we need to do better. Trump needs to do better. Republicans need to do better. Democrats need to do better. And that's what we do on this channel, and that's what we are about when we're not talking politics and Trump or breaking news. That's what we do on this channel. So welcome all. Appreciate you guys. We are now on a shutdown. I think it's about shutting down here. Let me see here. We are now at 1 minute away for a government shutdown. What's it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Thank you. Thank you for the gift, Whiskey Tango. Appreciate it. Always help sponsor. And shout out to Whiskey Tango, who's a loyal subscriber, sending a high five gift. Should I put it on? Let's see what we got here.
Okay, we appreciate Jim Lokay for bringing us that coverage. The time right now, about 30 seconds to midnight.
30 seconds.
In the nation's capital. So we'll keep an eye on our
Away.
shutdown deadline. Our shutdown deadline countdown, as we have been covering day in and day out.
So we're a couple seconds away from the shutdown
That Republicans have had in recent days, mostly in the Senate. And the clock has now struck midnight in the nation's capital. A live look at Capitol Hill, where the government shutdown is now in effect.
Now we have a government shutdown.
We do know that the OMB officially issued guidance that the government will shut down today. We know that senators did hold a vote earlier today.
It's happened.
Ultimately, that vote did not get us to a spot where they could avoid a government shutdown. So now here we stand, October 1st.
October 1st already.
It'll be up to the Senate in the morning to reconvene and see if they can work through some of the key issues.
Wow. Will they work it out, guys? Yes or no in the chat. Will we work this out tomorrow morning?
Wednesday morning. We'll be listening Wednesday morning for any key concessions that may come from lawmakers. The U.S. Senate did adjourn earlier Tuesday evening without reaching a deal to extend federal funding.
David says no. David says no.
So we are now talking about a partial government shutdown that will have a range of effects on public services, employee furloughs, potential layoffs.
Potential layoffs, folks.
Certain government activities.
Potential layoffs. Sad. Sad.
Republicans had crafted a short-term measure to fund the government through November 21st, by the way.
Welcome in, Richard.
But Democrats...
Whose
insisted
fault
that
is
the
this?
measure address
Democrats,
concerns
Republicans, or
on
both?
healthcare. They wanted to reverse the Medicaid cuts in President Trump's mega bill passed this summer and extend tax credits that make health insurance premiums more affordable for millions of people who purchase through the marketplaces established by the Affordable Care Act.
Interesting.
Republicans called that Democratic proposal a non-starter, and that's why
Time
we
runs
sit
out.
where we sit tonight.
Because of
The
Medicaid.
partial government shutdown
Dizzy!
on Wednesday morning. Neither side so far has shown any signs of...
Whoops. Technical
This hour,
difficulty.
by the way, the House is not even
Technical.
expected to have votes this week. The Associated Press says that when a lapse in funding occurs, the law requires agencies...
That was for you,
to cease
Dizzy.
activity and
That was for you,
furlough,
Dizzy.
quote, non-accepted employees. Accepted employees include those who work to protect life and property. They stay on the job, but don't get paid until after the shutdown ends, according to the Associated Press. Here on Live Now, we will keep you posted with any updates that happen early in the morning tomorrow. And again, as we record this, it is midnight, early Wednesday morning. I was talking with Fox News Radio's Ryan Schmelz earlier in the evening. I was asking him if anybody's staying on Capitol Hill tonight for any reason. He said no. For the most part.
Empty.
at least
Nobody there.
About 2 hours ago. He
Nobody
said
inside,
lawmakers were
guys.
On their way out, and the media were on their way out as well. There was simply no more work to be done tonight. We know that the Senate is expected to reconvene Wednesday morning.
Nobody in there.
And the big question is, what happens next?
Schumer,
And how
the loser.
quickly can an agreement be made
Schumer, the loser.
to fund
I
the
agree.
government?
I agree.
Will Republicans be able to reach any concessions with the Democrats? Perhaps will that short-term funding measure be on the table tomorrow to fund the government through November 21st? Or will we eventually see a longer-term solution
Time runs out.
coming through the pipeline? Again, neither side has shown any signs of budging so far. You've been watching the news today. You've likely heard that neither side has blinked, and that remains the case as we are just past midnight now, Wednesday morning on the East Coast. All administrations in the government, by the way, do get some leeway to choose which services to freeze and which to maintain in a shutdown.
You know what pisses me off? Both sides. Both sides. Both. That they're not there. That they're not there at 12 o'clock East Coast time, 9 o'clock West Coast time, working together to work on an agreement with the President of the United States and work it out. Why aren't they there? Why? Anybody. But once again, it's unfortunate, but Trump's not going to give in. And what is going on for those who haven't been following this? I've talked about it many times, but a lot of you are saying I'm repeating myself. But for those who are coming in, it's all about the big, beautiful bill of Medicaid. Tax reforms. They don't like Trump. They don't like the big, beautiful bill. They feel that Trump is taking away Medicaid to people out there that are struggling, and he's taking away their health care without any health care. And I will just come out and say that's not true. And as far as Chuck Schumer goes, he's a piece of shit. And he never said anything in the bill about Medicare. There's a difference for those who don't understand. You have Medicare and Medicaid. Some have Medicare and Medicaid as a rider. If you do have it as a rider, you're probably 65 years old. 65 years, 65 years young. My mom would yell at me on that. And you're not going to lose it. It states, and I quote, for those to require work enforcement, for those who are younger who have Medicaid or struggling, he's not ready to take away your Medicaid. He just wants to have people work a certain amount of hours. It's mainly for illegals that are taking away Medicaid from people that are homeless that we help out so many times. Now, Chuck Schumer says he is taking it away from all of us or people that are on Medicaid, and that's not true. And that is what this is about. And that's it. And Trump's not going to give in because why? They want to delay it to November 1st. And Trump's saying, why should we delay it? Then we delay it, then we're going to delay it to Christmas. And then delay it again. And you don't go anywhere on that. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Corpse Mankind is late, bear with me. Trump is cutting jobs in corpse. I'm not a liberal, I guess, but the program is super beneficial for the poor and kids that can't afford a college. This is a way out of the hood. Thank you for that donation. Appreciate it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion on here. But I'm telling you, in my view, in my opinion, he is trying to save America. We cannot be a lazy America. There is people on there who need Medicaid. No doubt. No doubt. Who need it. And he's not trying to take it away. It simply lies from Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and the majority of the Democrats. Okay? And now we are in a government shutdown. Now, who do you blame? Do we blame Donald Trump? Do we blame the Republicans? Do we blame the Democrats? Or do we blame all? But I will say this. All should be working tonight. I don't like that. I'm mad at Republicans and Democrats. I'm sorry. And if you're new to my channel, yes, I call out my own party. They should be working together on this hour, having a little latte, little Starbucks coffee, and working together. And resolving and avoiding a government shutdown. That's what they need to be doing. Okay. I'll read a couple more comments here. Yeah, absolutely. Be free to disagree with me. Be free to disagree with anybody else. All I ask for is to read Crystal Richmond's pin. Be respectful. No direct threats to Trump or former President Biden. Just think about before you say terrible threats. And I don't mean saying the Orange Man or Old Man Joe. I'm talking about use your mind because YouTube will be looking at that very seriously. Hey, Richard, how are you, Richard? Hope you're feeling better, Richard. Richard says they're all to blame and they need to be working more and more hand in hand. Well said, my friend. Well said. Thank you. Shout out to our moderator, Richard, Mike M, Lemon J, Crystal, Janine, and many more. Fabian, who was on here earlier and now. Thank you. And that's where we are at now. A little after 12 o'clock in the East Coast, and we have a government shutdown. And what that means for everybody, well, it means this. Air traffic control, there's going to be some layoffs, and some people are going to be hurting. And they will get paid eventually, but it could be a day, it could be a week. I personally think they will resolve this by Friday. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday in the East Coast. I will even go a little farther and think it will probably be settled by Thursday. Friday the latest. And we should be back once again and open the government. But I like that Trump's not backing down. I like it. I like that he's not giving in to the Democrat Party and Chuck Schumer. He's a fighter. He's fighting for all of us. But that's what it means, guys. He's not out to get anybody. He really isn't. He is for all. And I'll even go farther. People think he doesn't like Venezuela, El Salvador, Italy, Mexico, whatever. No, he just wants people to come here, fly here, correct way, pay into Social Security. And like I mentioned, I gave them some thoughts, written some up, sent it to the White House, Capitol Hill. They can have people who've been here illegally for many years, who are working on the farms, for an example, to take a fee. Pay into Social Security, fix that problem, pay 10%, 15% weekly or bi-weekly into the system. And then that solves that problem. Now, I want to pause for 1 second. Shout out to Jacob. Jacob, thank you so much. Appreciate that $20 donation. I am a progressive. You've seen me here before. Thank you. Thank you for being back. I fully support a shutdown, Jacob says. I quote, the DS wants insane demands. Sorry, I got cigar in my mouth. The Democrats need to stand down and put American citizens first. I agree. Health care for illegals and transitioning, no thanks. Thank you, Jacob, and appreciate that. Thank you so much. And if you are new and you support it like Jacob, we're able to forward this to the homeless population here in Las Vegas. All memberships, donations, we're able to, me and my wife, help out the homeless in Las Vegas. And they could be Democrats out there, Republicans, gay, straight, white, black, and Hispanic, Italian, Jews, or illegal. We help them out because I will never, ever let anybody starve. Even though I like people to come here legally, it's been real late, but I help them out. That's what we do on this channel. Yeah, that's a great comment. But that's what this is about. See, the Democrats will not be nominated. You will not see a Democrat in 28. You heard it here, guys. You heard it here. You're not going to see a Democrat president in 28. You're not going to see a House. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. They're not helping out. They encourage protest. They encourage these radical left movements. AOC, Gavin Newsom. There's nobody in the party that has the balls, excuse me, ladies, gentlemen, to stand up and fight Trump on issues like tariffs and disagreements. Come up, write it down. I got paper. Right here, I got paper. Write down what you could do better for America. Shout out to Richard for a super chat, $5. Richard, thank you so much. Thank you for moderating. Thank you for being our loyal subscriber and being here from day one. And thank you for that. Appreciate you, Richard. That's it. It's as simple as that. When you have a business, and Trump is running this perfectly, like a strong business, I'm sure Trump's open. Hey, Democrats, Republicans, if you don't like what I'm doing, I'll listen. If you have something better, let's go for it. Let's vote on it. Let's think about it. They don't. AOC don't have a clue. Kamala was sleeping. Biden was sleeping. Alzheimer's. Dementia, stage 3. Gavin Newsom's full of shit. Tries to act like a tough guy. Just a pretty boy who doesn't care about anybody but himself and stealing money for the homeless. And people like the governor in Pennsylvania, Shapiro, Josh Shapiro, I think it is. He's a moderate Democrat. I don't support him. They will never let him get elected because he's not one of them. So there is Democrats out there, not that I vote for, but they won't allow it. And that's why they won't win in 28. They will not win until they work and support President Trump on the issues as a team, like a government shutdown, how they can work out the details, how we can work out a better system for health insurance, but not for illegals, how we can make it easier to pay lower rates, like myself, who's self-employed. How do we get people to pay cheaper premiums? Why do America, who have health care, have to pay, who are male, stay with me, pay for a pap smear? And why do women have to pay for a prostate exam? If you're a female and you're paying health insurance, yes, you're paying for a prostate exam. Why? Why should you should pay for what you utilize? That's what we need to work on. That's what Trump needs to work on. That's right. That's what Democrats need to work on. That's what the president needs to work on. Making it reasonable in America in these tough, critical times as we're suffering from a pandemic, from a horrible president and a committee that was run by Autopen. Back up Trump. Work with Trump. Give your thoughts. That's how you become a Democrat president in 2028. Until you do that, the Republicans are going to take control for many years. And I'm enjoying it. And I'm not enjoying it. I'll tell you why I'm not enjoying it. It eats me up that they hate Trump so bad. because of the fake news outlets and hypnotized chat rooms. And that's why they're in blame for Charlie Kirk, some, and these churches, Mormon churches, Catholic churches, and riots, and people getting hurt in ICE. They're at blame. They encourage this, and people off a little bit who are suffering from mental illness. Not all people are going to do this, but are hypnotized and listen to this nonsense, and Hitler and dictator. We're not going to go anywhere with that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not here to say support Donald Trump and love Donald Trump, but you know what you could do? You could salute him as the President of the United States. You could support him. I did it with Barack Obama. I didn't like him, but I support him. I called him president. That's what we need to do as Americans. Until that, there's no party of the Democrat Party. All right, with that said, I'll read some more comments. Welcome in, Eating Chips. Trump needs to be in prison. You guys agree with that comment? Trump needs to be in prison? What we got here? Drones watch my house. Government's coming. Let them come. You guys believe that comment? A lot of no's, a couple yeses. Kelly said, hell no. Trump needs to be in prison? What do you do? Why should he be in prison? I'll wait for your answer. It might be an hour. Carrie says, I'm disappointed to the planet. I am. What I got to do with it? What do I got to do with it? Hey, welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you guys liking, subscribing. Let us know if you're new for the first time. We're live every night, almost every night. I took 4 days off, had a mom who was ill. Other than that, I'm live almost 6 out of 7 days a week, around a little earlier than this time. We're on later tonight because of the government shutdown. And that's what our topic is. And we're also talking about Chicago, Portland, protest. You know, let me ask you guys this. Yes or no? Yes or no, as I light my cigar. Do you think it's correct? Is it legal to block streets in Chicago, Portland, California? Is that legal? To block the streets? I'm not saying a protest. Peaceful. Mini-Me, how are you? Is it legal to block your arteries in these streets, arteries and streets in these cities? Ozzy Crosby, welcome in. How the hell? It's not legal. And they should be arrested. Or contained. They should be detained. I just don't understand how people think it's okay to block the streets in Portland, in Chicago, in California. I don't understand how people can support the governor in Chicago, in Portland, saying it's okay that Trump is interrupting people's business and taking people and separating the families. He's not separating families. It's nonsense. You know that. I know that. It's nonsense, right? Simply not the truth. Oh, he's going to a hot dog stand and he's telling people not to have a business. Well, if they're not legally operating a business with a business license and illegal, then no, you shouldn't be operating a business. It's not fair for those who are down the other corner, mom and pop, that are legally running a hot dog stand, for an example. A sausage. Ooh, that sausage sounds good right now. Nice Italian sausage. It's not fair for those that are working their ass off for 10 years, 30 years, 40 years, that are doing the business license legally, paying in Social Security, paying the taxes, and the other ones aren't. So yes, they should go back and come here the right way, fly to America, go through the process like the Italians and Irish and so many other people before. My family had to do it. Some of your families had to do it. We all got to do it. It's beautiful here in the United States of America. And if you don't like it here, Rosie O'Donnell, and you need a psychiatrist, do you know that Rosie O'Donnell now has a psychiatrist, counselor, saying Trump is making her crazy? Trump is making her anxiety, suffering from anxiety attacks. By the way, anxiety attacks are real. But Trump is causing her anxiety. You don't like it here? Goodbye. Try somewhere else. I'm doing well. So I appreciate the membership once again. Thank you for stopping in. Hey, appreciate all the memberships. It's not on notice. You're a big part of keeping this channel going and the lives going and the shorts going. So thank you all members. Rosie O'Donnell. Interesting woman. Very interesting. Suffering from anxiety attacks and blaming our President Trump. Excuse me. Isn't that crazy? How do we become this crazy? How? What happened? How do we come upside? How did this world end up upside down? How do we become upside down? What do you guys think? How did this happen? Meanwhile, they're not working. Democrats aren't working. Republicans aren't working tonight. They're sleeping in their beautiful homes. Meanwhile, we have a shutdown. If I was Trump, I'd fire them all. You're fired. Get the hell out of here. And by the way, for those who think I don't get on the right, I don't get on Republicans, and by the way, he's Italian, Bongino, I would have fired him. What did he do, Sal? Well, everybody has a short memory. I'm a little upset at Bongino. Bongino, I'm sorry, my friend. On Friday, during the Epstein files, he didn't show up to work on Friday. You always show up to work. So I get on everybody. They should be working. Nobody home. They're sleeping. They're sleeping. And we have a shutdown. Nobody in there. They're in their beds. Maybe they're eating a snack. Think they're worrying about it? I know the Democrats aren't worrying about it. Think they're worrying about it? Nobody's in there. They're not there. Sharon, how are you, Sharon? They're not there. They're not working on thoughts and ideas on how they can help out, prevent a government shutdown. Too late. Too late for that. We had a shutdown moments ago. Too late. So now tomorrow, they'll be back in. They'll be back in, pointing back and forth, pointing fingers. Yeah, exactly, Bentley Trump. Appreciate you being here tonight for your comments. Exactly. Welcome in, Nick. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys could disagree. I don't care. Just be respectful to the other subscribers on here. And, of course, the moderators. Biden and Obama ruined this country. I agree. I 100% agree. I couldn't agree more. Should I say it again? I agree. But I never wish harm on those two. Not me. We don't do that on here. I don't do it. I was the first one, probably on YouTube, saying I wish well for Biden on his health. All right, let's continue. Joe, how are you? Welcome in. Big dogs will fix it. Trump was what? What are you talking about? Epstein files? Hey, welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well on this Wednesday early morning on the East Coast. It's still Tuesday evening where I'm at in Vegas. Greg, how are you, Greg? Good to see you, Greg. Hey, thank you for liking, subscribing. Appreciate all the memberships and the donations on today's live and sponsoring. Thank you so very much. We are live almost every day. Latest updates, and our update tonight is the government shutdown began minutes ago. Justin. Yeah, Justin, I would vote for him a third time, a fourth time. Yes, but he won't. He won't. He's going to hand the torch over and hope that it can continue our success with the future nominee, and it'll probably be a Republican again. Because the Democrats just don't have it together. Welcome in, Dave. Welcome in, Joseph. Thank you, Jeff. Sal Capano show. I like it. I like it. Connor, welcome in. Government shutdown is happening. Auto Clash 4774. Democrats wanted free health care for illegal immigrants. Yeah, exactly. That's what they want. Everything to go to illegals. And the reason is they don't care about illegals. They're not doing it because they care about them, my friends. They care because they want to get votes. That's what they want. They want to do it that way because you know why? They can't do it the right way like Bill Clinton. Because that was the it's been a late night, guys. Bear with me. That was the last hurrah, of the Democrat Party, in my opinion. So what they do, make like they care, and give free to non-Americans. And meanwhile, we help out homeless here in Vegas, and nobody's helping them out. But church and YouTube channels and a lot of people. Why aren't we helping them out? Why aren't we getting the veterans better help? Why aren't we working on a mental illness? Why are we encouraging more physicians, more counseling to some of these people that are living, all that are living on the streets? Give them a better life. Nobody should be on the streets. They should have a roof over their head of some kind. Jerry Hill, shout out to Jerry Hill, longtime subscriber. Jerry, appreciate you, Jerry. Thank you very much. MAGA Patriots. Sal is not a moron. No, I'm not. Who said I was? I'm getting quiet because I'm reading some comments here. Exactly, Nick. Welcome in, everybody. Sal, how are you? Be free to disagree or agree on anybody on here, but just be respectful, no hate on this channel. God bless America. Amen. God bless the American flag. Salute the flag, as we're taught in school. Thank you, Richard. I pray for Trump. MAGA. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pray that he's continue to be our president and keep him safe. No more this radical and assassination attempts. We're probably going to see more of in some shape, form, and kind of other people like Charlie Kirk and many more. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that. Thank you. We got to get this world together, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot have these assassinations on public speakers like Charlie Kirk, on presidents, on vice presidents, on Democrats, on Republicans. We can't have it. It's got to stop. How's it stop? It stops from here. We need not to get hypnotized on some of these fake news outlets and chat rooms and Discord and these groups out there that are encouraging hate on both sides. It needs to stop. It needs to go away. End it. Can't have it. Debate. Disagree. and pick each other up. That's what we need to do. Work on the issues going forward. It's a simple thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's so, so simple. I wish the Democrats would get it. When I say Democrats, the party that we have, our opponent, if you're MAGA, they need to get their shit together. And some Republicans do as well, in my opinion. Yeah. Richard, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the donation, Richard. Have a good night. I hope you're feeling a bit better. I'm a little bit better. Thank you. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Appreciate the 139 likes and the donations on today's live. We are approaching a 2-hour mark. I will stay live a little bit longer. Who wants to stay live a little longer? Let me know in the chat. We'll go a little longer if you want. If you're just coming in, we're talking about government shutdown. Who's to blame? Democrats, Republicans, or both, or Trump? Also, these riots, protests on ICE in Chicago and Portland. Thank you, Jeff. Somebody says I look British. Shout out to the British. I'm Italian. You know what's great about this hair? I can mess it up like Trump. You know, I could even do like a mohawk. Look at that. Gigo, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. In-N-Out. Ever been there? The burger joint. $5 for the homeless. Oh, okay. You got it. First of all, thank you for that donation and all your donation. Not on notice. I've done In-N-Out once. It's time to do it again. So thank you for the donation. Tell you what, I will get an In-N-Out and help out a homeless this week. Thank you. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of, we did some homemade burritos today. We do McDonald's. We've done In-N-Out once. We do sauce and peppers and empanadas. We've done Burger King. We've done In-N-Out once. So I think I'll do In-N-Out. Thank you. The simplest things. Helping out. A burger. A coffee. Water. An orange juice. Burritos. You know. Oh, okay. Got it. I meant it as I'm in and out laughing. I got it. I got it, Gigo. Thank you. Appreciate it. Apologize. But thank you. It's funny. Yeah, 9 months away. Nathan, how are you? Yeah, absolutely, Jeff. It's real hair. Absolutely. I might need a haircut. I might. Maybe I need a color. Sorry about your brain. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, B Buster. Thank you. Go blue. Maybe. Maybe. Single. Who's single? Single. Somebody said single. Nathan. You gotta laugh, guys. Always good to laugh. Now, if anybody's going through any rough times in life, prayers are with you. Be positive. Negative doesn't work. Stay focused. Take 1 hour at a time. I'm going to stay live a few more minutes. I appreciate each and every one of you on today's live stream. Thank you so very much. Happy Wednesday for those in the East Coast. And happy Tuesday for those in the West Coast. I'm still in the Tuesday. And we just had a government shutdown. There's going to be layoffs. People are not going to get paid. Parks won't be there. State parks. Who's blame? Trump's blame? Whose fault is this? Democrats? Republicans? Both? Hard to believe it's October 1st. Isn't it crazy how it flies by? Wasn't it just summer? September's finished. Oh, we got October. Goes like this. Enjoy it. Enjoy each hour. Live in the moment. Live in the moment. Don't go living in the past. Don't jump too far ahead of the future. Let's live in the moment. It's hard. You don't get it. Problems, bills, this, that, whatever. I get it. But it doesn't help to live in the past or worry. All you can worry about is what you can do for yourself and put yourself in a better situation. That's all we can do. Just want to throw that out there. Melissa stops in and says the big beautiful bill sucks in her opinion. And Melissa's entitled to her opinion. That's what we do on this channel. Melissa, welcome in. I disagree, but welcome in. Appreciate it. Some of it does suck, Melissa. Yes. Some of it is complicated. Welcome in. Nothing's perfect. Who is to blame? Nathan, 43 days shutdown? That's a little too long, Nathan, but welcome. Thank you for the comment. 43 days shutdown? I think that's what you said, right? I predict it'll end, if not tomorrow, by Friday. If not tomorrow, by Friday. When I say tomorrow, Wednesday, some places it is Wednesday, you know what I mean. But I would say at the latest Friday. Doesn't help. Doesn't help any of us. I'd be surprised if it was 43 days. Trump was working for free. I know, I read that comment. Nick, it's, I don't know what the hell I'm smoking. Nick, I don't know what the hell I'm smoking. It's a Dominican cigar. Maybe you know it. I normally smoke Ashton VSGs. But it's what I got tonight. Medium body. Yeah, Trump works for free. Absolutely. 100%. Thank you for that donation. Bouncer 1976. That was a good year. We needed to rejoice. Stop the hate. Charlie told us we need to talk. He's right. Rather talk to someone who I disagree with that take their life. Get us nowhere. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well said. Well said. Beautiful comment. Thank you. Thank you. We'll forward that over to the homeless. Yeah. You know what? Charlie Kirk, there's going to be people stronger now than ever. And Charlie is saying, go get them. Go get them. So that's what Charlie Kirk was doing. I didn't agree on everything he said. Probably you guys don't agree on everything I say. But he was out there as a motivator. He was out there giving everybody an opportunity to speak. Open mic. And he was speaking the word of God. What's wrong with that? I'm not here saying to believe in God. I do. You have your choice. He was just encouraging, having hope, to believe in somebody. It might be God. It might be your Uncle Charlie. That's all the man was doing. Smiling, working, supporting his family. What's wrong with that? And his life was taken at 31 years young. What a shame. But thank you. Somebody says Trump is my God. He was preaching the word of God. Stephen P. Absolutely. Stephen P. Absolutely. And a very youthful, smart, blessed from God's way. He knew the question before it was out. Seriously. I watched many of his YouTubes. He knew exactly what was going to come out, debated nicely, threw the hat, and would say, great question, and give his reasons to disagree or agree. That's all he was doing. And now he's gone. Because of some craziness, people out there that are over the edge who go into chat rooms and people bully, and that's what we have. You can't blame the family. You can't blame the dad, the mom, the uncle. You blame the person. We have a choice. And when you take somebody's life, it's simply wrong. All right, let's continue. Hey, nice weather here tonight in Vegas. Where are you guys coming in from? Where are you guys at? Vegas. Beautiful weather tonight. Nice breeze coming in. Very nice. Bubba, thank you. God bless you, Sal. God bless you all. Thank you. God bless you back and your family. Appreciate that. Thank you for that donation. What's up, Louisiana? Thank you. God bless everybody and their families. Appreciate you all. What's up, Bakersfield? What's going on in California on this still Tuesday? What's up, New York? Unfortunately, New York's beautiful. It's a shame. It's just run by craziness. New York's upside down. What's up, Florida? Sunshine State. What's going on in Florida on this Wednesday? Breezy. Yeah. New York. Good Italian food. Good Chinese food. Good Puerto Rican food. It's beautiful. Not a place I want to live. But the government is ruining it. Corrupted, yeah. Yeah. Upstate New York, Buffalo, Syracuse. Thank you, Deborah. God bless us all. Every one of us. Worst state, California. It's a shame because California's beautiful. Beautiful. Mountains, wineries, Napa Valley. Beautiful. Ocean. Oh, it's a little cold. Decent people, nice people. But they got a governor. Well, actually, they haven't had a good governor since what? Ronald Reagan? Just run horrible. Taxes you can't afford. You got to be a millionaire to make it. Excuse me. A millionaire. Billionaire to really do well. It's not the cigars. Not that I care. Allergies. But yeah, California's beautiful. It's a shame. Another state that's ruined by Democrat-run government. Horrible. Horrible. Ronald Reagan. Am I right? He was the last. Arnold didn't do that good. I'm thinking Ronald Reagan, right? So they got to get their shit together in California. And where do they move? Here. Not my house, but here. Las Vegas. Yeah. Arnold didn't do well there. America is nothing without King Trump. Somebody said in the chat. How's Georgia tonight? Thank you, Lemon J. Thank you. Wow, we got 153 likes. Whoa, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, it's funny, Bentley. That's funny. Yep. Yep. American first. High five, fist bump. Absolutely American first. Better call Saul. Not Sal. Better call Saul. Welcome in, William. Yeah. Thank you. Is it 77? Yeah, it feels like 70. It's beautiful, Lemon J. What's up, Texas? Neil? What's going on in Texas? I know it's not the Cowboys. They just tied. Shout out to Texas. Okay. I'm laughing at some comments, agreeing with some comments, disagreeing with some comments, having fun with some comments. I have the Trump Bible, somebody says. Me too. Close by. Very close by. That's funny. That Bible's close by. Got to keep it close. Should keep your friends close, but you keep your enemies even closer. Never forget that. Yeah, it's funny. Some funny comments. Some great comments. Seriously. And some disappointed comments. Now, if you're just coming in late, we had a government shutdown, and, I feel that those will probably end by Friday. I really do. Thank you, Bouncer 1976. Great year. Appreciate that donation. Just ordered me a Freedom shirt. God bless you. We are Charlie Kirk. I listened to him so much today. I'm stopping drinking. God bless you. Gonna be rough, but I got this. God bless you all. God bless you. God bless you. Be strong, my friend. Thank you for that donation. Be strong. Everybody be strong. Live in the moment. Hour by hour, day by day. Believe in yourself. Have faith. And pray for Donald Trump. And this government shutdown will pass. I believe it'll pass by Friday. Can't have it. Won't happen. Got to work. All because of Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and the Democrats hating Trump and thinking that taking away Medicaid. I had a little internet problem. Sorry for that. If it happens again, I'm going to say goodnight. Looks like I'm back. I might be back. I might not be. Scott says Trump sucks. Anybody agree with that? Comment from Scott. Whiskey Tango sending the floating heart and supporting his live. Shout out to Whiskey Tango many, many times. And Crystal and many others. And Bouncer. Yeah, I had a little internet problem. But I think we're back. So that's where we stand. We have these protests still going on in Chicago and Portland. And all Trump is doing is trying to make your state, your city, safer. That's all. And getting the bad guys out. Hey, Terry, happy birthday. Belated birthday. Appreciate you being here from Bama. Happy birthday. How did I know that? Oh, I know. Was there a government shutdown? Yeah, a little while ago. What's it mean for all of us? Well, some people are going to be laid off. Air traffic control will not get paid. But your health insurance will be just fine. Your Social Security will be coming in on time. Veterans pay. And I believe this will be sorted out by Friday. all because of the Democrats, in my opinion, because of the big, beautiful bill. They think it's hurting Medicaid and Medicare. There's nothing in there that says Medicare is going to be disrupted. There is something about Medicaid, but it has work hours and it doesn't affect until it's officially done. So it's just a lot of lies and 90% lies and 10% of just not reading the bill and just don't like Trump. And it's just another strategy from the Democrats to make Trump look bad. But you know what? You know who it makes bad? Looks bad? It makes them look bad. So if you're a Democrat on here, it makes the future Democrats look bad. So thank you, Terry. It mentions both Medicare and Medicaid. If you read the bill itself, authors those by 28. Andrew, thank you for your comment. What I read, Andrew, thank you for the comment. It affects Medicaid. I didn't see much on Medicare. Okay, I didn't see any on Medicare. Okay, or Social Security. Or Social Security. I know you didn't say Social Security. I'm bringing it up. It's mainly Medicaid, and once again, it's for those who are who have Medicaid that they're encouraging some work hours in the future so they can keep their Medicaid assistance. So, Terry, welcome to the membership. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you. Michael says, Trump don't care about us or something like that. Let me see here. Trump doesn't care about you. He only wants to stay in power. Ask the farmers what they think about Trump. I've talked to farmers, Michael. I have a relative who's a farmer, and he loves Trump. And we've talked about what they can do for the illegals that are working on farms. By the way, it's not just illegals working on the farm. We have Italians working on farms. We have Puerto Ricans working on farms. So, but thank you for your comment. And I said, if you're just coming in, on fairness, you probably just came in. Maybe you didn't. They have a solution where they can take out a fee to pay into Social Security and a fee bi-weekly or weekly for those who've been here working on the farms. But that's not true. Some farmers might disagree with Trump. You're right. But don't say, I think you said all. No, it's some. So, some farmers support. Actually, majority of farmers support Trump on his presidency and what he's doing. I think you're alluding to the tariffs, tax, and illegals, right? All right, let's continue. So, I'll read a few more. Groceries are still high, somebody says. I think it depends on what state you live in. Some groceries are going down. But you're right, they are still high. They are. But it also depends on what state. I was just back in New Jersey, and it seemed like the prices in New Jersey were cheaper than they are here where I live at now in Las Vegas. So it all depends where you're at. But you're right, we got to do better on that. But a lot of that's from the previous administration on that comment on groceries. But once again, you have a president who's working on making America common sense, reasonable. You thought it was going to see great again. Common sense, reasonable, cheaper than the previous administration. Auto pen. It was run by an auto pen. Auto pen. By Elizabeth Warren, Joe Biden, and other members of the party, of the Democrat Party. That's who was running our nation for the last it's been late. 4 years. 4 years. Now you have a president who's trying. Is he the best? No. Has he fumbled? Yes. But he tries. And that's what we want as a nation, as a president to try. Who's standing up. Stephen Miller, running in the nation. Well, that's what you have, guys. And I understand if you don't like Trump, but that's the truth. You know it, and I know it, and behind closed doors, I guarantee you agree what I just said. What's up, Chicago? What's happening over there, aside from pizza and Italian food? Rob. A lot of protests going on. Chaos. Chaos. Chaos in Chicago, Portland, California, Vegas. Pretty much everywhere. Well, not everywhere. But a lot of states. Windows down. Got the windows down? Amen, Terry. Amen. I did, Rob. What the hell did I do? What the hell did I do? Send me some pizza. Howdy. How are you? What's up, Arizona? What's going on in Arizona tonight? Beautiful Arizona, where it never cools down. Well, some parts of Arizona it cools down. So that was not true. Some comments are funny. Some are good. Some are interesting. And some I just won't read. Anyhow, hey, thank you so much for being here, guys. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap things up in about 3 minutes, and it's a good time for those who are interacting with each other to say goodnight. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for all the donations, 157 likes. Thank you so much, moderators, for being here this late night. Normally, we're not this late. We got government shutdown. We got protests in Chicago and Portland. We got Trump working around the clock. But I don't see Republicans or Democrats working together tonight and trying to prevent this, but they will tomorrow. They should be there tonight having their Starbucks coffee and working on keeping it open, not closing the government. So, all right. Yeah, we can get to 160. We need just 2 more likes. Who will be those 2 to become 160 in likes? Who will they be? We got 159. Who was it? Who was it? Who got the 160? Whoa, who did it? Who was it? Let us know. There you go, Jeff. I double tapped twice. What do you want from me? Thank you. $3.75. Yeah, and Jersey gas was $2 in some sense. Here in Vegas, forget about it. It's high. You know why? Gavin Newsom, his fault. Doesn't want to open up refineries. I can go on and on, but I won't. It's getting late. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. We got the 162 likes. Thank you for all for being here. Lori. Hello, Lori. Appreciate it. All of you. Have a blessed evening. See you, some of you, hopefully all of you, tomorrow. Hopefully all of you. So I'm going to read this one more. We got another donation just came in. Bouncer did it again. Dropping the bomb. $5. Thank you so much. Some people hate Trump. It's okay. Crazy people are walking up to common sense. Have a good night all, and God bless. Well, Bouncer, thank you for help sponsoring today's. Appreciate all your donations and your incredible comments and your nice comments. Be strong, my friend. Be focused, my friend. Everybody stay focused and live in the moment. And thank you, Donald Trump, for the President of the United States. And, you know, I'm positive. It will all work out, guys. We're going to be just fine. They'll resolve this. Unfortunately, once again, the people suffer. And we have a government on both sides sometimes that is just upside down. And I believe that Trump is a man who will fix this problem, who's there for peace, and will keep us forward and hand the torch off to continue our success and to work together. With that said, guys, God bless you and your family. Have a great night. God bless the homeless. Once again, we help out the homeless here in Las Vegas metropolitan area each and every day, me and my wife and every one of you. Make sure you check out my shorts that I have each and every day on homeless shorts. Thank you. That's what we do. We will continue to do that as long as I'm on this earth. God bless. Ciao. Take care, guys. Have a great night. Thank you, Terry. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. Anybody else with a birthday anniversary? God bless you. Enjoy it. See you on the next live. I'm out. Bye-bye.